Hey, what's up everyone, GameDad here, and I am coming at you with a pickups video. Now, recently I was at the Illinois GameCon down in Bloomington, Illinois, and first time there, it was a nice little one-day con, and it was awesome. Now, if you've watched any of my convention videos in the past, or Gary's or Jay's or anything like that, you'll know that Gary likes to give me a lot of grief about not having certain consoles that he has, even though I have a ton of consoles he doesn't have, okay, Gary? But one that he has always rubbed in my face is that he has a JVC Xi. But while there, the night before the convention, I actually now have my very own JVC Xi, courtesy of Gary, but quasi because of Jay. But yeah, so I have my very own JVC Xi. If you don't know what this is basically a Sega Genesis and Sega CD built in one. Think of like a Sega CDX, but this was made by JVC. Obviously, it's a JVC Xi, and it's awesome. You don't have to deal with all the extra cables and adapters and stuff like that. You just have the console ready to go. So I have a JVC Xi now. Thanks, Gary. Thanks, Jay. Now, moving on, I found some really cool pickups while we were there. One of the first ones that I'm going to show you here is something I didn't even know that they made it, but for the NES Classic, they actually made an NES Advantage joystick controller. So I thought that was really neat. It was super cheap. The guy, he had great conversation. So I went ahead and picked this up, and it was an inbox. The Edge joystick, Gamer's Advantage joystick for the NES Classic. So I thought that was pretty cool. Now, some of the other things I picked up, they had a booth there. They had a bunch of import games, so I picked up some imports. Now, last Midwest Gaming Classic, over at David's booth, I picked up all of the Gen 1 and 2 Pokemon games as imports, with the exception of Pokemon Green. So, those that don't know, when the Pokemon games launched in Japan, it was released as Red and Green, whereas in the States we got Red and Blue. So here is Pokemon Green on the Game Boy. So, very excited to have that. Now I have a complete Gen 1 and Gen 2 set of the imports. Picked up import of Pokemon Stadium 3. We did not get a US version of 3, so it's pretty cool. Got that one in there. And then Episode 1 Pod Racer as an import as well. And we will get back to other games in a moment that I got, but there are a couple other cool things that I got. Now, I like to pick up the weird eclectic things. And one thing that I have had a bunch of complete in-box games for many years, but never had the console for, was made by Sega. And now, I have that very thing. This is a Sega Pico. And this was more like a kid console kind of thing. So it has a whole touchpad interface here, and then it has games that go right here, and you kind of flip through and interact with them on your TV. Always just thought it was a really cool little console, really neat concept. So the price was right, and I was able to pick up one of these. And the guy that I bought it from, Jay, I am actually going to be going down to his store down in, where is he at? He is in Niles, Michigan. He's got a shop down there, and in a few weeks, myself, Jay from Square Pegs, and our buddy Thor, we are all going to go check out his store down there and see what all he's got. He's apparently got a store that's mixed in with a bunch of other stores, so excited to go check that out. Now, as far as weird controllers, saw this one and decided to pick it up. There was one for like 30 bucks, and then a few booths over they had the same controller for 15 bucks. So of course I went with that one. But it's just a weird N64 controller called the Boomerang, and it even has like a built-in rumble and stuff. So that's pretty cool. Then moving back to the Pico real quick, I'm kind of all over the place today. I was able to pick up 3 games with the Pico when I got it, and those games are The Lion King Adventures at Pride Rock. So as you can see, they plug in, and then it's just got the pages that move along, and you interact with things on your TV. Then I also got Pepe's Puzzles. Pepe's a penguin, apparently. And Richard Scarry's Huckle and Lily's Busiest Day Ever. I mean, this one, it's got to be a banger, right? So picked those up. Then let's see here. I have 3 other Nintendo 64 controllers that I picked up because I like weird controllers. They had a second one of these, and I almost got it, but then I decided to hold off, and when I went back, they only had one. But one of the extreme green Nintendo 64 controllers. Now, they did not make a console in this color, I believe. I don't think they did. But this is the extreme green controller. So got one of those, and then I did not have a solid red one, so I picked up a solid red N64 controller, and surprisingly I did not have a yellow one, so I picked up a yellow one as well. So got some more controllers for the collection there. Then, also at Gary's, there was a couple other gifts he gave me. Now, when I did my review of the Big 6 controller, I had the wireless versions, and like the Sega wired version. The one version I didn't get was the USB. So this is the Retrobit Sega Genesis Big 6 controller. So it's the size of the original Genesis. It has all 6 buttons on it though, but this is a USB one so that you can use it on PC, emulators, things like that. And then Gary also gave me this really cool, it's a Hyperkin bag, but this is for a VR headset. I mean, I was storing all kinds of stuff in it, but it has all the little pouches and everything that you could possibly want or need to, and it's actually like a nice little protective hard shell on there, but it's a VR headset bag, so I thought that was pretty cool. Now, 2 other controllers that I got, it was a set of them, and they each came with a different cartridge. Yes, the controllers came with cartridges. These are Mortal Kombat 3 control pads. Now, they look like just, you know, off-the-wall controllers, whatever, but the shtick with these is they have cartridges that go into the back of them. These are Innovation controllers, and if you don't know anything about Innovation controllers, they were innovative, guess the name of the company, but these are specifically for Mortal Kombat 3, and these are the Genesis versions. They make Super Nintendo versions as well, and then they even did stuff for like Mortal Kombat 2 and like cheat code packs for other games, things like that. But each of these cartridges modifies the game to allow you to hit these little buttons right here. You got 4 different buttons, and it will allow you to just do their special combos. It'll do their special moves, their fatalities, all that stuff, and then there's a little booklet that shows you all the different things you can do. But like, what I got with these was cartridge 3 and cartridge 5. So cartridge 3 has moves for Kung Lao, Shiva, and Sonya Blade, and cartridge 5 has Liu Kang and Kano. So you just plug the cartridge in, like that, and boom, you just select the character you're wanting it to be with, and now all of a sudden you have those techniques that you can do now. So it's pretty cool. I thought that was a really neat concept. So much so that I went online and I found the cartridges I was missing. So I now have a complete set of these, and if you would like to see a video checking out those controllers and everything they can do, and kind of diving in deep with what they can do with Mortal Kombat 3, let me know down in the comments below, and I will do a video on those controllers specifically. Alright, and moving on, Wii U games. So, before the convention, I was down to 29 games. And now I am down to 19 games. They had the best Wii U selection I have seen at a convention in a long time, and I almost have the full North American Wii U set. As I said, I have 19 games to go, and actually only one of those is like a super expensive one. The rest are pretty like reasonably priced as far as like, you know, games go, but I prefer to actually find them out in the wild instead of just going on eBay and buying them all. You know, if that's what you like to do, that's on you, but I like finding it in the wild. It's really exciting. So, here are the games that I got for Wii U for the collection. We got Shakedown Hawaii, and this is the one with like the printed sleeve around it. We got Call of Duty Ghosts. Okay. Then this one, have never seen it anywhere in the wild before, and it actually had a like a clearance sticker on it, so I thought that was kind of fun. It is The Croods Prehistoric Party. Didn't know anything about this game. It looks like Mario Party, but The Croods. Then we got Rise of the Guardians. We got Wipeout 3. We got Wipeout Create and Crash. I don't know what the point of this one is. Oh, you get to make your own courses. That's fun. Apparently a very, very poorly made version of like Wii Sports for the Wii U. It's ESPN Sports Connection. Then we got Phineas and Ferb Quest for Cool Stuff. I have heard very good things about that game. Picked up a copy of Terraria. And then the last one that I had also never seen in the wild was Tumblestone. And it was crazy. A bunch of these, like, you know me, I don't like buying sealed games. I strongly believe that games are meant to be played. So we're gonna open all the sealed games that I got. So the first one right here was Tumblestone. Okay, we're gonna go like this, and there we go. Tumblestone is now not a sealed game anymore. Let's go ahead and set that there. Terraria was also sealed, and not anymore. I can feel people that are like sealed collectors just crying right now, and sorry, that's not how I roll. I prefer my games to be played. Ooh, man, the cellophane was really on that one. Okay, Terraria, there we go. Let's see, Phineas and Ferb was not sealed. ESPN Sports Connection was not sealed. Wipeout Create and Crash, Wipeout 3, not sealed. Ah, Rise of the Guardians was sealed. Let's go ahead and pop that seal right there. It is nice to find new games. That's always fun. I'll be the first one that cracked open these cases, so that's cool. Alright, then let's see here. Ghosts was not sealed, and I don't know if Shakedown was sealed or not. Let's find out. Let's take it out of its kit. It is sealed. Okay, let's get it out of there. Oh, a little card. Huh. Okay, it's a soundtrack card. So let's go ahead and unseal Shakedown Hawaii. Wow, that is a weird shrink wrap. I wonder if this was a resealed game. Interesting. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and peel this shrink wrap off. This is not like normal shrink wrap. This is like the stuff that you can get and do with a heat gun, it feels like. So maybe the external part was sealed before. Let's see. Full manual and everything. Remember those? Okay, and the last one was Crudes is sealed. But it comes in a little case. I mean, that's nice. Because I guess this is a more rare game to get for the Wii U, but unsealed now. And we're gonna go like this. And anyone screaming about the value, whatever, I don't care. That does not matter to me. Then we open this. Oh, look at that. What is this? A Crudes Super Search Picture, Puzzles, Mazes, and more. A little booklet comes in there. Isn't that fun? Okay, and there we go. I mean, I'll at least put it back in its little protective cover. But that is everything that I picked up at the Illinois GameCon. I had a blast at that convention. Recently did a convention video for it. Let's see if I can get this back in here. And had a fun time. I will absolutely go next year. I will say it was weird going to a con that didn't have any panels. I do enjoy going to panels and seeing stuff, but being that it was a one-day con, I went through it from start to finish, and by the end of the day, I was good. I was like, all right, cool. I've seen it all. I'm ready to go. So it was a very pleasant experience, and I will absolutely go back again next year, and hopefully find more variety and more goodies. Now, if you like this video and you want to check out another recent video, then go ahead and look right here because I have one there for you. And as always, I'm GameDad. I thank you all for watching, and I'll catch you later.